Ladies and gents, boys and girls, welcome back to BB's Customs. I'm Rich, and today, hopefully, we're going to be finishing the wheels. Okay, so you probably remember from the last video I said about the cush drives in the rear wheel are shot on here, and I need to get them out. So my special tool has turned up for it, which is this. I'll show you inside of there. This is a blind bearing puller. It's basically a slide hammer with a load of expanding mandrels. What these things do is you put this inside your bearing, or in this case your cush drive, and as you do the nut up on the back, the teeth inside are going to splay like that inside whatever it is you need to pull out, grip it nice and tight, and then you use the slide hammer to pop them out. So we're going to give it a go so you can see how it works, and then fingers crossed you won't have any problems. Ah, dear. Well, that's half of it. This isn't going to be as easy as I hoped. Okay, so after much swearing, I've got all the centres out and two of the outers out. The last two outers are, well, they're really in there. They've probably been in there for decades. So I'm going to have to get a blowtorch on this to warm the aluminium up around the outside and hopefully give it enough to crack those out without damaging anything. So I don't have any propane for my blowtorch at the moment, which is a bit of a pain. So I'm going to have to call it a day for this wheel, but I should crack on and finish the front wheel to a point where it's something nice to show you. So back in a couple minutes. Okay, so it's been a little while since I last turned the video off, and the front wheel is now sanded down, it's been primed and painted. Now the paint I've used for this, if I just grab the can, is just a black alloy wheel paint. I went for this because it's a wheel made of aluminium, clues in the name. But what it says on here, if I get you into focus, is hard wearing, excellent chip resistance, good adhesion, and it's got a natural resistance to brake dust, cleaning chemicals, things like that. So this is the sort of paint you want on your wheels. Anything less, it's not going to last. I'd be surprised if it was on there a year afterwards. You start getting chips and flakes coming off. So the wheel itself had 3 coats of an acid etch primer, and then probably a good 5 coats of this. It's now ready to have a clear lacquer put on it as well, which is the same manufacturer. It's an alloy wheel clear lacquer. It has exactly the same properties, which will bring this up into a nice shine. I have done both sides, so flip that round. So both sides are done on this. I'll get the back wheel up to the same standard over the next day or so, and then the next time you see them, hopefully they'll be on the bike. Okay, so first off, apologies for how long these wheels are taking me. I was hoping to have them done by now, but just the way it goes sometimes. Once the wheels are on, the next thing to do, if you want to skip to that when the video comes up, if you're watching this in the future, is I'll be doing the exhaust. From talking to people and some people commenting back on videos, I'm going to go for a 2-into-1, which is going to be a bit of an extra challenge. So they're going to swoop up around here, come into a 2-into-1 manifold about here, and then have a single can coming up along here, which should look pretty cool when it's done. Hopefully it'll sound alright as well. In other news, for those who follow me on Facebook, you'll probably already know, but so the original plan for this bike was to finish it, sell it, and use the money from that to get something bigger for the next project. Something with a bit more work which needed doing to it maybe, and just keep it all rolling like that. But now the new plan, because of what's going on in the world, once this bike is done, it'll be going up for sale, as was the original plan, but all the profits from this bike are going to be donated to the NHS, because, I mean, let's face it, they are keeping the world going at the moment. They are doing an amazing job. Some friends of mine are in the NHS. They might not be nurses, but they are still putting themselves on the line. They're doing the supply runs for people in need around their areas. They've even set up their own community help scheme with some other people in the village they live in. So any help or contribution which normal people like me and potentially you guys can give to them to help them with that, it means the world. So yeah, all the profits from this will go towards the NHS. They can do whatever they want with it, so keep an eye out for that when this is done. I'm hoping once the exhaust is done, it's just the paint job on here, so it'll be done soon, which will be nice because I'll be able to get onto the next project, which I've already got earmarked, so watch the space for that as well. Yeah, anyway, disappointing video. I will have the wheels back on very soon. As soon as I get some more gas for the blowtorch, then that'll be done. I won't bother filming it. You know how to paint, you know how to sand. Sanding isn't very exciting. But yeah, next time we'll be moving on to the exhaust, so fingers crossed it'll all be ready and it will go really nice and smooth without any problems at all, and then we'll be singing. Thanks so much for your time. Thanks for your continued support. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Tell all your friends and family, get them to join in as well. The more the merrier. If you've got any tips or suggestions on other ways to get things like those cush drives out, other than having a massive rant at Honda about their stupid idea, then feel free, chuck it in the box below. I will always return any comments. Thanks again, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers.